Have you ever wondered if there's more to the universe than what meets the eye? What if the very stars above us are not just silent witnesses, but active participants in our spiritual awakening? The Pleiadians, a group of interdimensional beings, have been guiding humanity's spiritual evolution for centuries, preparing us for a monumental shift in consciousness. Their energy, wisdom, and love are helping us navigate the cosmic changes currently unfolding across our planet. As we stand on the brink of a higher state of awareness, the Pleiadians' influence is more powerful than ever. In this video, we'll dive into how these celestial beings are playing a pivotal role in elevating our collective consciousness and what it means for our spiritual growth. But first, I invite you to open your mind, release any doubts, and connect with the wisdom of the stars. Together, let's explore the profound ways the Pleiadian energy is shaping our path to ascension. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this message with those ready to awaken to their higher selves. Let's embark on this journey of transformation together. The 3 days of darkness, a spiritual awakening, not a catastrophe. The 3 days of darkness is a concept that often evokes images of a physical catastrophe, but in reality, it holds a much deeper and more profound meaning. Think of it like the night before dawn, an essential moment of stillness and quiet before the light begins to emerge. During this period, the world may seem enveloped in uncertainty, but it is actually a time of spiritual awakening, not destruction. Just as the darkness of night is a necessary precursor to the sunrise, this period of transformation is essential for the shift in consciousness that humanity is about to experience. This darkness is not physical, but energetic. It represents a time when the illusions we've held about ourselves, our world, and our place in the universe begin to dissolve. Imagine the layers of clouds parting to reveal the clear, blue sky beneath. For many, this period will feel like being in a deep meditation or a state of inner reflection. It will be a time for confronting fears, letting go of old beliefs, and shedding the weight of past experiences that no longer serve us. Like a snake shedding its skin, humanity will be undergoing a spiritual purification, preparing to step into a new phase of existence. The 3 days of darkness is not meant to scare us, but to awaken us. Much like a seed that lies dormant in the soil, waiting for the right conditions to sprout, this period is an essential part of the spiritual growth process. The darkness will allow us to go within, to connect with our higher selves, and to awaken to deeper truths that have long been hidden. It's as though the universe is hitting the reset button, providing us with a unique opportunity to reevaluate our priorities, our actions, and our role in the greater cosmic plan. It's an invitation to align with a higher frequency of love, compassion, and unity. During this time, there will be shifts in perception, both individually and collectively. People will begin to see the world through a new lens, one that is not clouded by fear or material distractions. Much like a fog lifting from a valley, the clarity that comes with these shifts will be breathtaking. The realization of our interconnectedness will become more apparent, as will the understanding that the power to create change lies within each of us. The 3 days of darkness will mark the end of the old paradigm and the birth of a new one based on love, unity, and spiritual awareness. This period will also catalyze a global awakening as humanity begins to remember its divine essence. Just as a wave moves through the ocean, affecting all that lies in its path, the spiritual transformation that takes place during the 3 days of darkness will ripple across the entire planet. People will be called to awaken, to embrace their true purpose and to contribute to the collective healing of the earth. It will be a time of profound growth, where fear is replaced by love and division is replaced by unity. The darkness then will no longer be a source of fear, but a necessary step toward the light. Role of Ascension Souls and Lightworkers. In this transformative period, Lightworkers and Ascension Souls play a crucial role as spiritual guides, helping to stabilize the collective energy and navigate humanity through its awakening. Think of them as the lighthouse keepers on a stormy night, shining a steady light to guide ships safely through turbulent waters. Their mission is not just to assist in their own personal growth, but to support the collective rise in consciousness, ensuring that others can find their way through the darkness and into the light. These souls are deeply attuned to the higher frequencies of love, compassion, and healing, and they serve as channels for this divine energy, bringing balance to a world in transition. Lightworkers have a unique ability to sense and work with energy, often sensing shifts that most others are unaware of. Just as a gardener carefully tends to a garden, lightworkers nurture the energy around them, helping to cultivate peace and harmony. They intuitively know when the energy is out of balance, and they can act as conduits for healing, both on an individual and collective level. Whether through meditation, prayer, energy healing, or simply holding space for others to process their emotions, lightworkers are constantly offering their support to help others stay grounded. In times of confusion or fear, lightworkers are like anchors, offering stability and reassurance when the world feels unsteady. The role of Ascension Souls goes beyond personal healing. They are tasked with helping to raise the collective vibration of humanity. Just as a musician tunes each instrument in an orchestra to create a harmonious performance, Ascension Souls help to align humanity's energy with the higher frequencies of the universe. They do this by living in alignment with their true essence and demonstrating love, compassion, and forgiveness in their everyday lives. Their very presence can act as a reminder of the higher potential within all of us, inspiring others to embark on their own journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. One of the most powerful ways lightworkers and Ascension Souls can help others is by guiding them through the emotional and energetic turbulence of this transformation. Imagine them as gentle hands on the shoulders of those in distress, offering a sense of calm and grounding. They help others release old fears, negative thought patterns, and past traumas that may have been holding them back from stepping into their higher purpose. For example, a lightworker might use guided meditation to help someone release fear and reconnect with their heart center, or they might hold space for others to express their emotions without judgment, offering unconditional love and support. Another way these souls assist in the transition is by embodying the energy of unity and compassion. In a world where division and conflict often seem prevalent, lightworkers are the bridges that connect us all. They show us that the most powerful way to heal the world is through love. Love for ourselves, love for each other, and love for the earth. By being a beacon of this love, they inspire others to follow suit, creating ripples of positivity and harmony that spread far beyond their immediate circle. Collective impact, unity, and love as catalysts for change. As humanity moves through this period of spiritual evolution, the power of unity and collective consciousness becomes more essential than ever before. Imagine the world as a vast, interconnected web where each individual is a single thread. When these threads are woven together with love, compassion, and understanding, the entire web becomes stronger, more resilient, and capable of withstanding the challenges that come its way. This unity is not just a gathering of people, but a deeper, energetic connection that transcends physical boundaries, creating a collective force that propels humanity toward positive change. Just as a single drop of water creates ripples on the surface of a pond, each person's thoughts, actions, and intentions can send out waves that affect the entire planet, contributing to the greater good. Love, compassion, and empathy are the driving forces behind this collective shift. When we act with love in our hearts, it's like planting seeds in fertile soil, each one capable of blossoming into something beautiful. These positive emotions have a vibrational frequency that can literally raise the energy of the planet, creating a field of light that spreads outward, touching everything and everyone in its path. Compassion allows us to see through the eyes of others, understanding their pain and offering comfort, while empathy deepens that connection by allowing us to feel with them. Together, these energies create an unstoppable wave of healing that has the power to dissolve division and ignite unity on a global scale. The more we practice love, the more this energy grows and expands, much like a fire that spreads from one spark to a roaring blaze. When people come together with a shared sense of purpose, the energy they create is amplified exponentially. Think of it like a choir. Each voice is unique, but when harmonized, it creates a sound that is greater than the sum of its parts. In the same way, the collective consciousness of humanity can lift the energy of the planet, transforming not just individual lives, but entire societies. As more people wake up to their divine nature and embrace unity, the collective vibration rises, leading to positive shifts in every corner of the world. These shifts might not always be immediately visible, but they are felt in the hearts of those who are open to receiving them, and over time, they lead to tangible change. Individual actions, no matter how small, play a pivotal role in this transformation. Just as a pebble can create ripples in a pond, one kind word, one moment of understanding, or one act of service can spark a chain reaction of positivity that radiates outward. Each time someone chooses love over fear, compassion over judgment, or empathy over indifference, they contribute to the global awakening. Every action, thought, or intention that aligns with the highest good sends out a vibration that interacts with the collective consciousness, adding to the momentum of change. In this way, each person becomes a catalyst for transformation, and as more people awaken to their power, the impact becomes greater and greater. Spiritual preparation, meditation, grounding, and releasing fear. As we approach the transformative period of the 3 days of darkness, spiritual preparation becomes essential for navigating the energetic shifts with grace and strength. Think of it like preparing for a long journey through unfamiliar terrain. When we equip ourselves with the right tools, we can move forward with confidence, no matter what obstacles arise. One of the most powerful tools in this preparation is meditation. Meditation acts like a calm anchor in a storm, helping to center our minds and souls amidst the swirling energies of uncertainty. By regularly meditating, we quiet the noise of the external world, allowing us to connect with our inner selves and the higher frequencies of the universe. This practice helps us align our energy with the flow of love and peace, so that when the world around us shifts, we remain steady and grounded, like a tree with deep roots firmly planted in the earth. Grounding is another vital practice that serves as the foundation for spiritual preparation. Imagine yourself as a tree, with roots extending deep into the earth, drawing up stability and nourishment from the planet. Grounding allows us to reconnect with the Earth's natural energy, which is incredibly soothing and stabilizing during times of transformation. When we ground ourselves, through walking barefoot on the earth, spending time in nature, or simply visualizing our roots connecting to the planet, we create a sense of balance that keeps us centered even when external circumstances are chaotic. It's like having a reliable source of energy that replenishes us, helping to maintain our physical, emotional, and spiritual health. Grounding acts as a reminder that we are always supported by the earth, no matter what changes may come. Equally important during this time is the act of releasing fear. Fear-driven narratives often cloud our judgment, distort our perceptions, and keep us locked in a cycle of anxiety and resistance. Picture fear as a dark cloud that blocks the sunlight, making it difficult to see the beauty and possibilities that lie ahead. By letting go of these limiting beliefs and surrendering to the flow of divine guidance, we free ourselves to embrace the higher frequencies of love, trust, and peace. Releasing fear requires mindfulness and a conscious effort to shift our thoughts. Instead of focusing on worst-case scenarios or imagined dangers, we can choose to focus on self-awareness and inner peace, trusting that the universe is guiding us toward a higher purpose. It's like changing the channel from a negative frequency to one of positive vibration, allowing us to tune in to the cosmic support that is always available. Focusing on self-awareness is essential during the 3 days of darkness. This period invites us to reflect on our true essence and connect with our divine nature. Meditation, grounding, and releasing fear are all ways of turning inward to discover the vast potential that lies within us. By becoming more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and reactions, we can better navigate the energies of transformation with a sense of clarity and purpose. It's like polishing a mirror until it reflects our truest self, free of distortion, fear, and doubt. This inner peace becomes a powerful shield, protecting us from the turbulence of external events and allows us to remain open to the higher wisdom that is always available when we choose to listen. Understanding the role of fear and transcending it. Fear is a powerful force, one that can cloud our vision and distort our perception of reality. It acts like a thick fog, enveloping our thoughts and emotions, making it difficult to see clearly or navigate the path ahead. Fear-based narratives, such as apocalyptic visions or worst-case scenarios, often trigger anxiety and uncertainty, which can divert us from our spiritual clarity. These narratives are like shadows cast by the unknown, whispering false stories of doom and destruction and pulling us away from the truth of who we truly are. When we let fear dominate our thoughts, we become trapped in a cycle of worry, unable to see the light of hope and possibility that lies beyond. This fear is not only an illusion, it is a barrier to the higher frequencies of love, peace, and spiritual growth. Recognizing fear for what it is, an illusion of the mind, is the first step in transcending it. Fear often masquerades as something real, but in reality, it is based on imagined outcomes or past experiences that no longer serve us. It is like a smoke that fills the room, but once we open the window, it dissipates, revealing the clarity that was always there. To begin transforming fear into trust and love, we must first acknowledge it without judgment. Just as we wouldn't fight a storm, but instead take shelter until it passes, we can approach our fears with compassion and understanding. Rather than resisting fear or letting it control us, we can choose to view it as an opportunity for growth. By shifting our focus from fear to love, we can release the grip it has on us. Love, with its nurturing, expansive energy, is the antidote to fear. It is the warm sunlight that melts away the frost, making space for new growth. When we allow love to guide our thoughts and actions, fear no longer has the power to dominate our lives. Transcending fear is a necessary step in the process of spiritual ascension. As we evolve into higher states of consciousness, we must leave behind the limitations and illusions that fear imposes. Imagine climbing a mountain. The higher we go, the clearer the view becomes. But in order to reach the summit, we must let go of the heavy baggage that weighs us down. Fear keeps us grounded in the lower vibrations, tied to old ways of thinking and being. By transcending it, we align ourselves with the higher frequencies of the universe, where trust, love, and peace reign. This shift from fear to love is not an overnight process, but a gradual transformation that takes place as we consciously choose to trust in the divine plan for our lives. As we release the fear-based stories that no longer serve us, we create space for spiritual growth, allowing our souls to expand and reach their fullest potential. Navigating challenges, inner strength, and faith in the process. During times of uncertainty and challenge, it can feel as though the ground beneath us is shifting, making it difficult to find solid footing. But just as a tree bends with the wind without breaking, we too can learn to navigate through life's storms by cultivating inner strength and faith in the process. When external circumstances seem overwhelming, our ability to remain calm and centered comes from a deep connection to our inner self, like a wellspring of peace within that we can always return to. The key is to trust that even when we can't see the full picture, the universe is guiding us toward our highest good, much like a river that twists and turns but always finds its way to the sea. Challenges may appear as obstacles, but in reality, they are opportunities for growth, refinement, and spiritual awakening. To cultivate inner strength, we must first acknowledge that we are not victims of our circumstances, but active participants in our own evolution. Much like a blacksmith shapes metal by applying heat and pressure, life's challenges can shape and refine us if we allow them. Strength doesn't come from avoiding discomfort, but from facing it head-on with courage and grace. It's about learning to stand firm like a mountain, unshaken by the winds that blow around it. When we practice mindfulness and self-compassion, we can shift our perspective from one of fear and resistance to one of acceptance and surrender. By doing so, we begin to view challenges as stepping stones on our path, rather than as roadblocks. Faith in the process of spiritual awakening is another essential pillar that supports us through difficult times. Faith is not the absence of fear or doubt, but the ability to trust that everything is unfolding as it should, even if we don't fully understand it. It's like walking down a path in the dark, with only a small light to guide us. We may not see the whole journey, but with each step, the way becomes clearer. Faith helps us surrender to the unknown, knowing that we are being guided by a higher power, whether we call it the universe, spirit, or our own inner wisdom. By nurturing faith, we invite a sense of peace and purpose into our lives, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Building resilience is a vital part of navigating challenges, and it requires consistent effort and practice. One of the most effective ways to build resilience is through daily practices that foster inner peace. Meditation is a powerful tool for calming the mind and reconnecting with the present moment. Just as a calm pond reflects the sky above, meditation helps us clear the mental clutter, allowing us to see situations from a place of clarity and calm. Another practice is grounding, which involves reconnecting with the earth through simple acts like walking barefoot on the grass or sitting under a tree. Grounding helps us feel supported and centered, reminding us that we are always connected to something greater than ourselves. Additionally, cultivating gratitude is a practice that strengthens our resilience. When we focus on the blessings we have, rather than on what is lacking or uncertain, we shift our energy from fear to abundance. It's like turning a key that opens a door to a room full of light, filling our hearts with hope and appreciation for the present moment. By regularly engaging in these practices, whether through meditation, grounding, gratitude, or simply taking time to breathe deeply and reset, we build the resilience necessary to weather life's storms with grace and confidence. The importance of love and mindfulness. During the transition, as we journey through the energetic shifts that mark this spiritual transition, the importance of love and mindfulness cannot be overstated. Think of mindfulness as a compass that helps us navigate the ever-changing landscape of our inner and outer worlds. Just as a sailor steers a ship with a steady hand amidst turbulent waters, mindfulness allows us to remain anchored in the present moment, no matter how stormy life may feel. By bringing our attention back to the here and now, we are able to calm the mind, reduce distractions, and let go of the mental clutter that can cloud our judgment. Mindfulness helps us stay rooted in the present, where true peace resides, preventing us from being swept away by the tide of fear, anxiety, or uncertainty. It is like walking through a dense forest, and rather than focusing on the darkness, we focus on the path beneath our feet, trusting that each step brings us closer to clarity and understanding. Love, too, is a guiding force during this time of transformation. When we respond to the challenges of life with love, it is as if we are planting seeds of light that will grow and bloom even in the most difficult of circumstances. Love is the energy that dissolves fear and nurtures growth, like sunshine that warms the soil, allowing new life to flourish. Maintaining a loving presence, both towards ourselves and others, creates a powerful shield of positive energy that can protect us from the stress and negativity that might otherwise overwhelm us. It is not always easy to love in times of uncertainty, but by choosing love over fear, we align ourselves with the highest vibration, which ultimately guides us through the transition with grace. The act of maintaining a positive and mindful focus is essential in mitigating stress and fear. When we allow ourselves to be swept away by negative thoughts and imagined outcomes, we become trapped in a cycle of worry that feeds on itself. However, by staying present and consciously choosing to focus on what is positive, we can break this cycle and create space for peace to enter. Just as a gardener pulls weeds to make room for healthy plants to grow, mindfulness helps us pull away the distractions of fear and negativity, allowing the seeds of peace, joy, and love to take root. In times of stress, it's essential to remind ourselves that we have the power to choose where we place our focus. When we focus on love, mindfulness, and self-awareness, we create a field of energy that is less affected by external turbulence. Self-compassion is another vital aspect of navigating the energetic shifts. Just as we would comfort a friend in times of struggle, we must offer ourselves the same kindness and understanding. Life's transitions can be challenging, and it's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism or judgment. However, practicing self-compassion is like wrapping ourselves in a warm blanket, offering comfort and care during moments of vulnerability. By treating ourselves with love and patience, we not only reduce stress, but we also increase our capacity to care for others. When we take the time to nurture our own well-being, we create a wellspring of energy that we can share with those around us. As we show up for ourselves, we are better able to show up for others, offering our support, empathy, and love during their own moments of uncertainty. How the collective awakening affects global consciousness. The collective awakening of humanity is like the dawning of a new day. Gradually, yet powerfully, it illuminates the world and transforms everything in its path. This shift in consciousness is not just a personal journey for individuals, but a global movement that affects every aspect of life on Earth. Imagine the Earth as a giant orchestra, with each person contributing a note to the symphony of existence. As more and more individuals awaken to their true spiritual nature, the entire frequency of the collective begins to harmonize, creating a profound shift in the way we relate to each other, to nature, and to the universe. This shift will inevitably influence global events as the collective energy of humanity begins to resonate at a higher vibration, influencing everything from politics to social dynamics, from environmental awareness to spiritual evolution. Just as a single pebble creates ripples on the surface of a pond, the awakening of each individual sends waves of positive energy through the collective consciousness. The more people who awaken to their higher selves, the more these ripples expand, touching others and encouraging them to awaken as well. This interconnectedness of all beings means that no action is ever truly isolated. Every thought, word, and deed creates an impact on the world around us. In the same way that the butterfly effect suggests that small actions can lead to large, unforeseen consequences, the mass spiritual awakening we are experiencing will have a ripple effect that influences the course of global events. As people collectively raise their consciousness, there is a shift in the way we perceive and address the challenges facing the planet. Issues like climate change, inequality, and global conflict will be approached from a place of unity, love, and understanding, rather than fear, division, and scarcity. Humanity's collective vibrational frequency is evolving at a rapid pace, and this change is affecting everything from the way we think to the way we interact with each other. Just as the energy of a tuning fork can vibrate through the air, the collective consciousness of humanity is now vibrating at a higher frequency, attracting more positive energy and opportunities for growth. As this frequency rises, it begins to align with the higher frequencies of the Earth, creating a more harmonious relationship between humanity and the planet. This shift in vibration not only affects the people on the planet, but also the Earth itself. The Earth, like any living organism, is responsive to the energy it receives, and as humanity's consciousness expands, the planet begins to heal and thrive in ways that were once unimaginable. Environmental consciousness will rise as people begin to recognize their role as stewards of the Earth, rather than exploiters. There will be a collective drive toward sustainability, compassion, and respect for all living beings. As we realize that the health of the Earth is intrinsically linked to the health of humanity. This collective awakening also creates a sense of shared responsibility. As we awaken to our interconnectedness, we begin to understand that the well-being of one is tied to the well-being of all. The actions of one individual can have a profound impact on the collective, and the energy we send out into the world has the power to create lasting change. Just as a single candle can light many others, the awakening of each person brings more light into the world, illuminating the path for others to follow. This is a time of great possibility, where the collective energy of humanity has the potential to create a new world, one built on love, unity, and mutual respect. As more and more people align with this higher consciousness, the Earth and its inhabitants will enter a new era of peace, harmony, and spiritual growth, where every being is valued and every action contributes to the greater good of all.